Welcome to Frequently Asked Questions with David Wahl, CEO of Wahl Family Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. A segment where we answer your most asked questions.
Hey David, a question in a lot of our customers' minds is how can I make my home more comfortable, especially in the summer, without raising my cooling bills?
That is a good question. My house is extremely comfortable, but my bills are a little bit high right now. We operate below 70 degrees in our household. So getting those really cold temperatures, it's going to be hard to both be economical and super comfortable. That being said, there's definitely steps you can take to do both of those. On the thermostat, there's a switch that goes from circulate or fan on, fan auto. We want fan on. When the fan's on all the time, we're going to circulate air to the whole home, hopefully pulling that hot air from the second floor and pushing cold air to the second floor. That can make a slight improvement. The next step I would take is closing all the doors on the second floor. That is huge. If cold, heavy, dense air does make it to the second floor through the duct system, but all the bedroom and bathroom doors are open, what happens is it goes right down the stairs and it's gonna go to the first floor. The first floor is gonna be several degrees colder than the second, and the basement is typically coldest of all. By closing those doors, we give the system a fighting chance. A lot of homes in Pittsburgh were designed for heating systems, not cooling systems. So we are combating that by closing doors, running it in the fan on position. Now, if you have a severe case of second floor being really hot and uncomfortable, call a professional. There's certainly other solutions that are out there, but turning it to fan on and closing the doors is next to free, right? The door, if there is a door in the home from the first floor to the basement, trying to keep that closed is paramount. That'll help all that cold air from the second floor and the first floor from making it to the basement. But you had a two-part question, and part of it was, how do we make it more economical? How do we keep the house comfortable while lowering the bills? As a homeowner, there is things you can do. A lot of answers to many of the problems in the HVAC world is change your filter. I'm gonna get stickers made that says, did you change your filter this month? So some systems need a filter change once a month, some every 3, some every 6, some once a year. But if you have a 1-inch filter, it's gonna be once a month. And by changing that improves the efficiency of the whole system, okay? Talking about other free things or next to free, making sure that when you see the registers in your home, that there's not furniture directly in front of them. That will raise the energy cost by making the system run longer and harder to cool those rooms. So making sure that registers either have deflectors if there is furniture so we can get the air into that space, or rearranging the furniture so that they're not blocking them. The next thing I would do is take a walk outside. You have to make sure that mulch, your landscaping, bushes, shrubs, tall grass is away from the air conditioner. If we could have 12 inches of clearance all the way around it in every scenario, I'd be pretty happy. Some of the decorative fencing and things that people put up against there significantly impact the performance, the capacity, and the efficiency of that system. Anytime I'm outside watering the grass and I see my air conditioner, I'm taking my hose and I'm squirting down the coil. Now, I happen to be a trained HVAC professional, but for the most part, these units, they run in the rain, they run in the snow, they're gonna continue to run. Water doesn't affect them too much. So if you're feeling a little bit brave as a homeowner, you can take your hose and hose it down. Now, you'll see where the lines and the electric go into the unit. I would not put direct hose pressure in there. Just like when you're washing your car, you don't stick the hose up the grill of the car and try and wash the engine bay. I don't suggest doing that, but just hosing down the outdoor unit, getting any loose dirt, debris, and grass off of it can significantly impact it. And finally, as an HVAC professional, I would highly recommend that once a year you have the air conditioning system tuned up so that we can chemically clean that coil, check the refrigerant levels, make sure the filter is getting changed, check the blower, make sure it's not impacted, and make sure airflow settings are right, and then have a conversation with the homeowner. I have a Cape Cod house that should, by all means, be really uncomfortable, but every room in my house is the same temperature. So I promise, if you're uncomfortable in your home, we can solve that problem. We can make the system more efficient and lower costs at the same time.
Thanks for watching Frequently Asked Questions.